Hi, if you're like me, struggling with acne, you're probably clicking on this video to find some answers too. But I'm here to only tell you what worked for me, and you can see and try it out for yourself and see if it works for you as well. But damn, I have been struggling with acne for over 10 years, and it came and it went away, and sometimes it got really bad, and my skin just never really got clear. I always had little tiny bumps all over my face. Sometimes it could get really dry, sometimes I had really cystic acne, and it's been a long road. One thing that definitely helped was removing processed food. That definitely helps with keeping the acne at bay. But there were still some foods bothering me, and I think, no, I'm almost certain that I now know what made my skin bad. So for the people that do not know, I went vegan for 4 years because it kind of helped with my acne, but like I said, it was mostly removing the processed foods that helped clearing up my skin. In those 4 years, my skin never got completely clear. I always would get breakouts here and there, and I was always wondering why me? Why could I never have clear skin? Then, at the end of those 4 years of being vegan, I got cystic acne again. And I thought, why? I really couldn't understand, because I thought I was eating really healthy and doing the things right. That wasn't the case. Then I switched back, or I could say I've made my diet more animal-based. Within a couple of days, my cystic acne was gone. I was left with a little tiny bumps. Those cleared away instantly as well. Then I thought, let me just dabble into foods that I used to eat, and I feel like eating some rice, I feel like eating some oatmeal, and I just explored everything again. But then my acne started creeping back. I also ate chocolate. Mentally it was good because I was releasing the fear of foods, and that is gone finally. Like, I don't struggle with eating things anymore. I'm not scared of certain types of food. I found that caffeine is one of the worst things for my skin, and sugar too, and then grains and weed as well. Yeah, so throughout the transition period, now almost 4 months after leaving the vegan diet, I really have found out what makes my skin break out. It took a long time for me because I need to go through real torture before I finally get the memo that you shouldn't be eating that. So throughout that period, I noticed ice cream. Should not be eating that. Not pretty much for my skin, but for my mental health. It does something really bad to my mental state. Cannot eat too much of that. Then I was eating cookies as well. I left those all out. Then the only kind of processed thing that I had was chocolate. Chocolate has been an addiction for me for over, I think, all my life. As a kid, I would only eat chocolate as a candy. I didn't eat other kinds of candy except chocolate. And I haven't eaten that for several weeks now, because I've noticed that the purer the chocolate is, the better quality, the worse I react to it. I get bad skin. I need to go to the toilet instantly. I have diarrhea, just like when I drink a cup of coffee on a bit of an empty stomach. I need to go to the toilet right away. My chin gets itchy, like tingly, and I want to scratch it. And I just feel really bad and tense and stressed out, and my heart beats really fast. But I thought that was only the case with drinking coffee with caffeine, but nope, it's also with dark chocolate. And how did I find out about it? I am finally able to really feel how my body is feeling, what it craves, what it reacts to, because of slowly eliminating foods. I think of course my mental health improved a lot more since incorporating animal products back into my diet. So just this intuitive feeling of knowing what is going on with my body has improved. How I found out about it is I took chocolate out of my diet for a long period of time. And when I say long, it's just probably a month or so. Then I had 4 days where I drank coffee, 1 cup every single day. I had dark chocolate, minimum of 100 grams every single day. And on 2 of those days, I had a pre-workout. What happened after that was crazy. I noticed my mental health decline. I started burping, I started farting. My stomach was not good. My skin just got so itchy and irritated. I was so irritable. Then I decided, okay, now I'm gonna cut out chocolate. And for a while I had white chocolate too. And I noticed that wasn't bad at all. Like it did make my tummy rumble a little bit, like this. But it didn't make me need to go to the toilet instantly. And I didn't break out as hard as from the dark chocolate, but that I've also cut out the white chocolate now too. But that was also an experiment that I was doing, white chocolate and dark chocolate. So in this time I found out that the purer, the darker, the more organic, the better quality the chocolate is, the worse my symptoms are. Because with low quality chocolate, I didn't have it so severely. Like my stomach didn't hurt right away after, but with the really pure, good quality dark chocolate, it did, and made me rush to the toilet right away. I got curious, why does caffeine, coffee, which I really like the taste of, but I wasn't never a coffee drinker. Anyhow, why would coffee and chocolate, why would I react so much to it? So through the research that I did, of course the caffeine is one thing and oxalates are another thing. Oxalates are only found in plant foods and they can cause health problems to you. I will leave a video in the description box down below so you can check out what I've learned about oxalates and why I avoid them. Caffeine has many side effects too. It's kind of like a drug, and that's how I feel whenever I have caffeine. When I drink it, I feel really jittery and energetic and kind of more sharp and rushed and those kind of things that I feel. Caffeine is also not that healthy for you, but it depends of course on the person. Probably you can drink more than I do. I literally cannot have a single drop of it. Caffeine can cause insomnia, digestive problems, headaches, and it can give allergic reactions and a lot more side effects. If you are struggling with bad skin or you have breakouts from time to time, see how it goes with getting rid of the caffeine out of your diet. Now it's going to be hard if you're drinking it every single day and if you kind of feel dependent on it, because I know a lot of people get really intense headaches after they cut it out for one day when they don't have their coffee fix. So I'm really glad I was never drinking it every single day. I had it from time to time, maybe once a month, maybe twice in a month, sometimes not even for a long period of time, but I just noticed for myself that it was causing bad reactions to me. It has been more than a week that I haven't consumed any processed food. I only have been eating animal products again now, and the difference in my skin is already incredible. Like, it is not completely clear at the moment because it just has been a week, but I haven't gotten any new breakouts since I stopped, and it's only healing. I just noticed the skin peels and the bumps go away. I don't have any bumps at the moment. I just have some how do you call those? Scars. And there's zero digestive problems, no pains, no burping, no farting, and my skin is just getting more moisturized. And I haven't been doing much for the exterior. The only thing that I've been using is water to sometimes cleanse it, cold water, bentonite clay, coconut oil, and now recently I've started using pig's fat. Yes, Daphne Reloaded has taught me a couple of things about the skin that I've been applying right now. Now I finally come to the point that I can trust myself and that I won't consume these foods anymore because I've seen the direct reaction of it. Before, I just didn't know. I didn't know how to do an elimination diet. And for me, skin issues, health issues, and mental issues are related to what I'm eating. Because when I eat like I'm doing right now, the world is beautiful. And I don't have any aches in my joints, no skin problems, no other mental problems. It is pretty amazing. This might not be the case for you, so you have to find what is working for you. But it took me now 4 months to figure this out. But now I am certain, and I don't crave, I don't need, I don't want these other foods anymore. Now I finally understand when my skin is breaking out what is trying to tell me that something that I've been eating wasn't good for me. And I'm finally getting to know my body and its reactions. And this has led me to eat the things that feel right to me and that won't give me breakouts, and I can finally live an acne-free life. I will keep updating you guys about this skin journey and keep you updated with what I'm doing. But for me, I've now found out that caffeine is something I won't eat, and chocolate, not anymore. I don't even crave it, I don't even want it. It is insane. I've been a chocolate addict for so long and I don't even feel like eating it anymore. Let me know in the comment section what you think causes your breakouts in your skin, if you have tried an elimination diet, if you have any kind of tips for people that will help them improve their skin. Leave it in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.